Bokey back to pass. Looking. He's got bitten one-on-one. Touchdown.
Ethan Jones the other way. Step back three. Good. Now here's a three-pointer, long range from Zach Hamby. Good.
What's up, Bobcat Talk? We're back for another episode.
Going over next week's games.
Going over next week's games again.
Making our picks.
Yeah.
I think you two are tied for first. He's third. I'm last.
Say that one more time. Me and Bokey are for
tied
first?
for first.
Okay.
And then me, Hamby's third. I'm last.
Hamby's
But
last.
we're catching up. We're coming up.
Okay, so I've got a request to make. And since you're kind of running the show in here, you can decide whether you think it's a good idea or not. I don't think
who's running the show?
I don't think it seems like Jones is running the show to me.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I don't think that any of us should pick the Auburn Springs games.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Let's
it's,
make it- yeah.
it's given me.
I would agree.
It's given me an unfair advantage.
I agree. Okay. So we won't.
And Bokey was picking them with me, but Bokey's getting to play. So
Okay. So we'll talk about them, but we won't pick.
I think we should talk about them, but I don't think that we should pick. 'Cause
I like that.
Over the course of a year, I'm gonna pick 25 more games than you guys.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know,
Agree.
so
Agree.
and you can back those out if you want to,
Okay. Agree.
or you can just keep it the way you want to moving forward. I don't care.
Okay. All right. So first, Monday, Knox Central versus Harriman. This is the only good game that week. I'm going to take Knox Central. Think they're a bigger school.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Knox Central too. Don't know a lot about Knox Central this year, but single A team, triple A team. I mean, everybody's 15, 16, 17 years old, but they've just got a lot more bodies to pick from. And Central has been middle of the road in triple A the last few years. So, middle of the road triple A team is usually a very good single A team. So I'm gonna go Knox Central as well.
I'll go Central.
I'll go North Central.
Okay. Pigeon Forge versus Cosby next Tuesday.
Oh,
I'm going to go Pigeon Forge.
I'm gonna go Pigeon Forge too. I've actually seen both of these teams play because they played you guys.
Mhm.
I do not think that Pigeon Forge is 25 points better than Cosby,
Me either.
but I do think Pigeon Forge is better than Cosby is. They play a similar style. I just think Pigeon Forge is going to do it a little better. I say Pigeon Forge by 10, 8 to 10.
I agree.
I'd say if the 23 kid is having a bad night, it's a 30-point ball game.
I agree.
I go Pigeon Forge.
I'll go Pigeon Forge as well.
Sweetwater versus Kingston. Both undefeated. They're in each other's district, right?
I think so. They're definitely in each other's region.
Yeah.
It realigned this past year or 2 years ago, and I'm not for sure. They're definitely in the same region.
Yeah.
I think they're in the same district.
Yeah.
Do you know if Sweetwater's best win? Do you know if Sweetwater's beat anybody any good?
They beat Midway at the start of the season. That's it. That's all I know. And it wasn't like a blowout. It was like a
Okay.
5 to 10 point game. So I'm gonna go.
I'll say Kingston big then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
If Sweetwater, I say Kingston big.
Alcoa versus Maryville. I'll go Maryville.
Go ahead, Bucky. I'm gonna look up Maryville's schedule.
Alcoa,
real quick.
Maryville?
They lost to Webb.
Yeah.
Did they?
Alcoa did?
Yes.
Did they lose to
yeah,
Webb? That's what I
yesterday.
was gonna look at.
Yesterday they lost to Webb by 18, 17.
Who did?
No joke.
Maryville.
Okay,
Yeah, you
I was
picked
wrong
Maryville.
on that one.
Who does Alcoa have?
Jameer Dean, Eli Graff, Eli Owens. They're all back.
Every single one of their guys is back.
Except for Javin Carter.
Yeah.
If we're talking
Javin
about last
Carter
year.
was their best player, wasn't he?
Yeah, but they have I think that Brady kid's still playing. Shooter Blonde.
Yeah.
I don't know
Oh,
if he
yeah.
graduated or not. He was pretty
I
good
don't
last
I'll
year.
go Alcoa.
I'm gonna go Maryville.
I'm going Maryville too.
Bigger school.
Yeah, I'm going Maryville. Alcoa's good, but I'm surprised Webb might be a little better than I thought they were going to be. Because Maryville made it to the state tournament last year, and they brought everybody back, and they have a couple of huge guys that can play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Maryville.
I'm
Also
gonna go
lost-
Maryville. I'm gonna go Maryville.
Maryville also lost to Sevier County. So
Yeah, but Sevier County's good.
yeah, I know.
Sevier County's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Maryville.
They got a bunch of white boys up in Sevier County that can play.
Yeah. Liam.
I already went Alcoa.
I'm going to go Maryville.
Cofield versus Midway. Midway is Brendan Reed's supposed to get a MRI sometime this week, whatever day it is.
Yeah.
So he won't be playing
What's
next
wrong
week.
with him?
Hurt his knee.
Okay.
I'd say it's probably looking towards like a torn ACL or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's what like it looked like when he was hobbling off, like when he landed weirdly.
I hate
So-
that for him. That
Yeah.
sucks.
Let's hope.
Yeah.
let's hope that's not what happened. Because I'd like to play Midway with their full team. I don't ever want to play somebody with other players. That's just because then like
He played the first game, didn't he?
He got hurt.
he got hurt in like the first quarter, so he was out the whole game.
I watched the game, but I didn't catch that.
Yeah, and yeah. So I think Cofield wins here. I think
Coalfield wins.
Cofield beats Midway without.
I'm looking at Cofield's schedule right now.
They're 2-0,
Yeah, they're 2-0.
but they
They beat
played
Rockwood and York.
and York.
York's usually pretty good.
No,
They were bad.
this is a York
Did
down
you go to
year.
the game?
No, I watched film on it,
Yeah.
and it was bad.
So York is really down
Yeah,
because usually they're pretty good.
they had one or two guys that were could play basketball, and then the rest of the team was just kind of there.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go Midway. They have that number 23.
I'm going Midway.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
I'm going
Midway.
Midway.
I'm going Midway.
I'm going Midway
I'm
as
gonna
well.
go Midway. Wartburg versus Rockwood. I'll go Wartburg big.
I say
10-15.
Wartburg by 10 plus 2. Yeah,
Wartburg.
I'm going to go Wartburg.
Same.
And then we can talk about Sunbright versus Olive Springs next Tuesday. Just anything. Sunbright, they've had some close losses. About
Yeah.
every single one of their games have been close losses. They lost to Harriman by about 4.
What was the score when they played the team we played last night?
Maryville Christian?
Christian?
Well, they scrimmaged them, so I don't really know.
So let's look at this.
Maryville Christian beat Wartburg by 8.
Yeah.
So Sunbright this year, CAK,
Yeah.
lost 35-49. Harriman, they beat Harriman they lost to Harriman by 4.
Yeah.
They lost to Cumberland Gap by 10, and they just beat Midway by 4.
Yeah.
But it's
Last
all
Friday.
pretty low scoring games.
Very
though.
low scoring games.
They beat Midway without Brennan Reed. Peyton Still was out in the first quarter. So basically their whole team.
And 21 didn't play.
Yeah.
What happened to Peyton Steele?
he got a slash across the
Yeah,
thigh.
I heard he got a cut across his eye
So
and was
that
bleeding.
Midway was
really
missing
bad.
3 starters.
So I'm going to say, I would say that we have to be the favorite.
Yeah. I agree.
I know Sunbright's improved, but I just think that the depth of our team, and I could be wrong, but I think if you get above 55 points against Sunbright,
Yeah.
they're gonna have a hard time scoring in the 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you guys can get to the high 50s, low 60s, you guys are pretty good defensively. They will be tough to keep off the glass.
Yeah.
They got a couple kids that really get after
Yeah.
the offensive boards. So if you can keep them off the glass and getting cheap second chance points, if y'all get to 55 points, I just don't see them cracking 60
And I think
points.
that's what we kind of struggle on is the rebounding aspect,
yeah.
especially on offensive boards.
Yes.
Because it's good to have those guards in, but we've got one dude rebounding down there and 4 guards standing around the 3-point line.
Well, it's just a style of play that y'all decided to play, and the guards just got to rebound a little better.
Yeah.
That's all it is. If you keep them off the glass and you get north of 55, I think you're beating Sunbright.
I think that what plays to advantage are this year is they play man-to-man this year. They don't play 2-3 zone anymore. They play 2-3 zone every time I've played on it.
Okay,
Now,
so
now
they're playing
man
straight
up.
man.
They play straight man.
Well,
And-
that'll work in y'all's favor.
Yeah, I think that makes it where we can score a lot better.
It makes it,
And it doesn't slow the game down as much.
And if you get their big kid, what's his name?
Garrett,
If you get the Garrett kid in foul trouble,
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
And now he's a tough kid to get in foul trouble. He's smart, and he literally plays the whole game, and he's played the whole game for 4 years. And I've never seen him really get in foul trouble, so it's probably not going to happen. But if you can get him in foul trouble, their overall team drops off significantly. He makes all the other players on the team quite a bit better. I mean, he's one of the few guys in our league. I'm trying to think of anybody else on the block that you truly have to double team. I mean,
Yeah.
when he catches, if he catches it on top of the block, you better send 2 after him.
Yeah.
Because he's pretty good, and so he makes all those other guys on that team a lot better.
That's in most of 1A, just total. There's not many bigs that you have to double.
Yeah, true post that you have to double,
Yeah.
and I mean, they put him at the high post a lot. I know whenever I was coaching, they put him at the high post a lot, and it's really hard to double team someone at the high post.
Yeah.
So if they do that, I mean, he can get some one-on-one matchups in the middle of the floor, and he's tough to guard.
Yeah. Then we have Kingston versus Powell. This will be a good game.
Think so?
I'm going to take Kingston, though.
Go ahead, Bucky. I'm gonna look up pals.
If I had to go off names,
Kingston's loaded this year. Yeah, if you went off names, it'd
I'd
be
rather
Powell.
go Powell.
Kingston.
But I have no clue what Powell has.
I'm gonna go Kingston.
You know their quarterback, Deuce Rogers?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We scrimmaged him last year. Or in the
We
summer.
played him in the summer.
I'm going Powell.
Kingston beats
'Cause
Powell.
and they have that one white kid who can shoot.
Kingston beats Powell by 15 to 30.
You think?
Bro, we played with Powell. Wait, it's
Yeah,
like a
we
5-point game or something like
So
that.
you think you're getting beat by Kingston by 30?
Huh?
So you think you're getting beat by Kingston by 30?
No, but Kingston matches, they are really big. Like, they got 2 posts.
Okay,
They
so I'm going to say, so here we go. So, Powell, here's their wins and losses so far this year. Northview Academy,
lost.
lost by 1.
Northview's kind of good.
Yeah, they
Anderson County, Anderson County beat Powell by 13. So I'm going to go Kingston.
Yeah,
I'm going to go Kingston by double digits.
agreed.
Anderson County's down too.
Just based on that Anderson County score.
Yeah, I'll go Kingston. I'm switching it.
I already went. Kingston.
Basketball's a hard sport to look at scores and start picking based, because you never know who had a good night and a bad night.
Yeah.
But I mean, a 13-point win. I'm gonna go Kingston.
Yeah.
Probably big.
Yeah, I agree.
Zachary Hamby, come to the office, please. Zachary Hamby to the office.
That's you, Hamby.
We'll get your
out.
picks when you
We'll,
come back.
we'll try to make it without you, Hamby.
Yeah. Good luck.
What? What does that mean?
Uh,
I kind of run the show.
You want this to yourself? We got a lot of dilemmas going on here.
shut the door.
Hey, you want this to yourself so you can have your own mic?
Oh, I'm fine. It don't matter. That's cool. Either way. All right, next game, Jones. What we got?
Sunbright versus Midway.
Sunbright versus Midway. What's that? Friday?
No, Thursday. Yeah, Thursday.
Okay,
Next
Sunbright
Thursday.
versus Midway. I'm gonna go Sunbright, man.
Agreed. They've already played once.
I'm just
Sunbright
not
won
as
by
sold on Midway as you guys are. I think they're pretty good, but
They've already played?
Yeah, Sunbright won by 4, but that's with a few players missing. I'm
Yeah,
actually
and
gonna,
if Brennan's out too.
if Midway gets fully healthy and plays with all their guys for a few games, I think they can be really good. But they've just had a rough go with injuries so far this year.
I'm gonna go with Midway this game actually.
You think?
Okay.
Yeah.
What when it? I don't know if Brennan's back by Brennan.
Yeah, but their 2 other players should be back by then.
I'm gonna go Sunbright
I'm gonna go Sunbright as well.
because I don't.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Midway's got that big. 23 or not 20, 22.
23. He should be able to play a little bit with
How tall is he? Is he like 6'3"?
6'4".
Okay. I couldn't tell on film how big he was. I could tell he's a pretty good sized kid.
It's not bad.
No, he's bouncy.
Yeah.
Hey.
Next, we got
Hey,
Oz
he can
versus
dunk.
Joko.
Hey,
He can dunk.
0 points on me.
He fouled him and he got like 8 points.
That
from the
don't
free throw
count.
line on him. Yeah, it does.
That don't
What?
count.
How does
I
that
fouled
not
him
count?
8 points on the free throw line. That means I fouled him 4 times. I had 2 fouls.
Oz versus Joko.
Defensive player of the year.
Thank you.
Oz versus Jellicoe. Have we played Jellicoe already?
No.
Okay, this is the first. Okay,
First time.
is Jellicoe?
Lost North Green. Joko.
Okay, they lost to North Green in a close one, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't think it was close. Hamby, what are you doing? Just sit
You're by
beside-
Rather
just
now.
sit by Rather.
Come on back, Hammy.
We just switched spots. Sorry.
Hey,
We didn't know how long you was
Rather
going to be
just-
gone.
we need your pick. Sunbright Midway.
Sunbright Midway. What do you got?
I'm gonna go Midway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jones did too.
I'm gonna go Midway.
So you two went Midway. We went Sunbright.
I just think Midway has more pieces.
We'll get to our Oliver Springs Joko game at the end. Let's go Midway versus Joko.
I'm going to say Midway.
I'm going to say Joko.
I'm gonna go Jellicoe as well.
Jellicoe.
Okay. Cofield Wartburg.
So man.
I'm going to go
Wartburg.
Wartburg.
Yeah, Wartburg.
Yeah, I agree.
Jellicoe Wartburg.
No, Cofield Wartburg.
Cofield Wartburg.
Oh, Wartburg. Kick him down.
Rockwood Harriman. Harriman.
Harriman.
Digits.
Yeah,
Harriman.
Harriman.
Okay. We can talk about the Oz versus Joko game real quick. Joko's got a bunch of guards, not really a true post.
Jellicoe in our district?
Yeah.
Okay. So I thought.
Yeah.
Their one guard, Trey Van, he's like averaging like 18 points per game.
Yeah, he's
right
playing
now.
pretty good.
Still the same guy coaching them?
Yeah. Big Mike.
Yeah.
He's been around for a long time, man. I played
Yeah, he
against
is.
Mike whenever I was in school, 15 years ago. He does a good job.
Yeah, he's really
He's played.
good coach.
He's played the same way. He's played the same style of play for 20 years.
Yeah. I think that'll be a good game. We can get into us versus Hammond tonight if you guys want to. Or we can look. Let's go back to.
I'm excited to watch the game tonight.
Gonna be there?
No, I will not be there. I'll watch it in my man cave whenever I get my girls to sleep. They go to bed at about 9:15. I usually get
You just
down
rewind
there.
it.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, usually, NFHS is awesome. I usually get out there and it's in the fourth quarter. I try not to look at the score. I rewind it and just start it. Sometimes I watch the back half of the girls' game too. I watch the second half of the girls' game and then watch the full boys' game. So I'm excited to watch the game tonight. I think that Harriman's down. from what they have been, but they're still going to play good man-to-man defense. They're going to be just as good as Maryville Christian was on man-to-man last night.
Yeah, I
you know,
agree.
they're going to stay in front of you. They're going to make you run an offense. You're not just going to beat them on talent. They're going to make you, swing the ball side to side, and they're going to play hard. And we play hard. They play hard. I think that we're a little better than them. I'm picking us to win. I know we're not picking the game, but I expect us to win. But anytime you beat Harriman, man, I just have a lot of respect for what Shea does. I have a lot of respect for their program. Their kids play so hard. And anytime you beat them, it's a good win. So if we get a chance to beat them tonight, I think it'll be a big win for us. Yeah. And you're more than likely, whether you guys believe this or not, and I could be wrong, you're going to see them down the road.
I would rather see them in the region championship game than have to see them in the second round.
Yeah.
That's one place I wouldn't want to see them in.
Yeah. I mean, because Harriman, they get better. Yeah, kind of like Midway did last year. You know how like Midway, like y'all are high on Midway this year because they made a run.
Yeah.
Did they make it to the finals? Region semifinals.
No, yeah, they played Jellicoe in the region.
And gave them a good game, right?
Yeah.
So like their last 10 games of the year, they improved so much. And that's usually what Harriman does too. Midway done a fantastic job with that last year. But Harriman's going to be a lot better in the tournament than they are now. But, I think we will be too. I mean, we're still trying to figure out how to learn to play together. We got a lot of guys out that are new faces. People are having to share the ball more than they've ever shared it before. And like Hamby and Jones playing together and trying to figure out, hey, are you going back door? And just when you play with guys for 4 or 5 years, you don't even have to think about that stuff. And you guys have played, 5-10 games together?
Yeah.
Did you play summer ball with them?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and Gavin did not.
didn't.
And you did. I mean, there's 4 or 5 dudes who did Cole play summer ball with y'all?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but Jaquan didn't really play summer ball with us.
Okay.
So,
I mean, so you've got a minimum of 3 guys in your rotation that y'all have got 5 to 6 games together.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Harriman's going to be better down the road, but you would like to think that we'll be a lot better down the road as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say Harriman's probably our rivalry. It's probably the biggest game that them or like Oneida is the game that, like Cofield in football, it's like that, but
Right.
Cofield's not a basketball school. So it's just like probably our rivalry is probably Harriman. But
I think so. We've had some good matchups with them over the last 4 or 5 years since you
that's
guys have been in
usually
school.
the top 2 teams. You've got Oneida,
And
they've
they're
been
out
down.
now.
Yeah, they're out, and they've been down. But then you got Auburn Harriman, like when you coach, when Keaton and them played, it was kind of Auburn Harriman. And then you had Oneida sprinkled in there sometimes.
And I think y'all's class, and I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong on this, but haven't y'all always had a little bit of a rivalry with Midway, like in middle school and stuff too?
In middle
Like,
school, it was Midway was the
that's
team.
kind of what I thought too. So I could kind of see over the next 2 years it being Harriman, Midway, Oz.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? Now Rockwood's beat up. Rockwood could be okay in a couple years, in my opinion. If they can get healthy.
Yeah.
So have y'all watched any Harriman film last week or so? Are they still playing 15 guys?
They're not. I don't think they are.
Well,
They
I
kind
heard
of stopped it.
they still. I think they still play the 15 guys, but it's not 5 in, 5 out. It's like they're mixing up. So like the
Okay.
starters will play with the last group.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's better. It's not
They
like
don't have 5 freshmen.
5
on the
freshmen
floor.
aren't going to be on the
Okay.
floor at the same time, which is probably a smart coaching decision. I'm
Yeah.
sure that he thought about it.
I'd
It was
say,
like,
yeah. He saw the few games that he did it in.
yeah,
He was like,
then he made a decision. Which I mean, it's early in the season. You want to see what your
yeah,
guys
see
got,
what.
see what the freshmen can give if they're looking good in practice and stuff. But
I think Jaquan, who's the center for Harriman?
Martell,
Martell.
Good matchup.
Yeah, I think that's gonna. I think that's gonna be a good matchup tonight. I think we're gonna see what Jaquan has.
I think they're pretty even.
You got a dude who is just as athletic as Jaquan, just as bouncy as Jaquan. Jaquan's going to have to play basketball tonight, not just be an athlete to have a good game. You know what I mean?
Jaquan's a little taller though, eh?
I think so.
It's a little.
Inch or two.
Yeah.
You think Martell's 6'1"?
Yeah.
6'1", 6'2".
You think?
What are you? You're 6'2", right, Bucky?
I'm 6 foot. That's how Martell's like 5'11".
He's
he tall? I didn't know he was tall.
Yeah,
He's
I'd
6'1",
say he's like my height, and I'm like 6 foot.
Nah, he's probably him and
man.
Jaquan will be
He's probably taller than
near
you.
the same.
It's not hard to do.
I think that'll be. I think we got good. Our 5, their 5, good matchups.
I think so too.
I think we match up good with each other.
So their starting 5 is what? Ace, Grayson Christ,
Caden Henderson,
Caden Henderson,
Cam,
and Martell.
That's a good.
I forgot about Cam.
I think we've got a few mismatch coming off the bench though.
I would have to say I think we're deeper than them.
Yeah.
I don't
If they
think-
play 15 guys,
yeah.
if they play 15 guys, I think you guys win. If if it's a tighter rotation, I think it's a coin flip.
Yeah, we're gonna
I
see how
think-
they feel about us.
Yeah, yeah.
If they really want to win this game, and they're like, if they respect us, they'll play. They'll cut their rotation down to 10. If they
Well,
if they don't respect us, they'll play 15, and then
They played 15 against Kingston.
They already knew
but-
that game was.
Yeah,
Toast.
Kingston.
They knew that game was toast coming in.
Okay, so just
Why would you not play to win a game?
no coach thinks like that. I'm just
They
letting
knew
you
that
know.
game was.
I'm just
they
letting
knew
you
that game was
know.
toast.
I'm just
Stop.
letting you know.
When we
Okay,
went
like-
into Campbell County and Pigeon Forge, we
well,
wanted
that's
to
on.
win.
Well, that's on you then.
We knew
that's
that
on
game.
you.
We're 6 players. Like,
I mean, I'm with
Okay,
you.
but they have their full
They're
team.
fully loaded, and I'm just
Yeah.
letting you know. Like I know all those guys. They're not going down there saying, "Oh, well, we're not trying to win this game. We're going to play 15 guys." I'm shooting,
and it's
I'm
not
shooting
like-
in the dark here. Go ahead. I'm
It's
sorry.
not like they're playing some Oak Ridge. They're playing Kingston. Like they,
Yeah,
they,
who
they play
beat.
them every
I mean,
year.
they beat Kingston.
They play them every year.
Like
They
every
can't-
other year, they beat them.
Yeah, they beat Kingston with Jordan McCollum.
This was
Sorry,
last
from last
year.
year.
Dude, I mean, I've watched
And they're
Harriman
trying to-
beat Kingston. I would say over the last 10 years, I'd say they've split.
I would say this is the best Kingston team that you've seen in a really long since they went to the state tournament. Their Kingston's team this year is better than
Yeah,
the
but
team that went to the state
you
tournament
s-
with Colby Raymer.
What you said,
No,
100%.
negative.
They've got 3 guys.
Negative.
100%.
they definitely did not go into that game thinking they were going to
Definitely
lose
not.
because
Yes, they did.
you said that they had Jordan McCollum. They're trying to prove that they can win without Jordan McCollum.
Obviously, the players wanted to win, but in the coach's mind, he's not. He's sitting here
No.
thinking, "Yeah, we're going to lose this game." You know,
No.
I say he's not saying it out loud, but he's thinking it.
If anything, it's the
No.
opposite.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Me and you agree on almost
You think
everything.
you think Coach Jones was going into Campbell County like we're going to lose this game?
No, coaches look at games and they're
He,
like,
he was definitely going into 7 players. He's like, "There's a really
I know,
small
we,
chance we win
okay,
this game."
okay. Like I can agree with you there as far as like there's a small chance we win this game, but you don't say, hey, and I'm just talking from a coaching standpoint. You don't say, hey, I don't think we're going to win this game, so I'm going to do everything different than I'm going to do the rest of the year.
No,
Like,
but
that's
he's
not how
gonna
you
play
like.
more
Good
guys.
night, Clark.
I don't know.
He's gonna get Tucker.
I think
Once you're getting killed, you're going to play more guys, but you don't go into the game knowing I'm going to play my bench players even if it's a close game.
Yeah, I
You
would
know.
agree with that, but I don't. I could be wrong, and I'm just shooting in the dark here. I mean, I don't. I'm just. I don't
Yeah,
know
it-
what's going on.
Yeah,
in
who knows
Cameron's
what's going
coach's
on in his
heads.
head, yeah.
But I'm assuming that they were going to play that way this year. You understand what I'm saying? Like they just made their mind up. They're going to play 12, 15 guys, and they just rolled with it for the first 5 or 6
Mm-hmm.
games. And I don't think if it would matter if they were playing Sunbright, Oakdale, Midway, you guys, or Kingston. They're just experimenting, and maybe they've changed.
Yeah, maybe.
I could be wrong.
Also, you got Halls versus Oak Ridge tonight, and you got Midway versus Wartburg. Those are the 3 games that we have.
I think Oak Ridge beats Hall.
Let's
Big
see.
Charles.
I
The
know
Oak
that we
Ridge
were-
came off last night. They beat them Clinton 80-50.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
I told
They
you. I
killed
told y'all Oak Ridge was about to
They
smack Clinton.
killed them.
Yeah.
Let me see what
Oak
Halls
Ridge
is
got a
doing.
good squad.
Halls beat Anderson County the other night. Halls is really small though. Cooper,
Bro, Anderson County, they're down this
I
year.
know. But Cooper is going to have a feast. Cooper and Shamar, it'll be a bad.
They're
Oak Ridge.
big. Oak Ridge is big.
Oak Ridge will beat him.
And
Oak
they-
Ridge has got 3
20,
dudes in their starting lineup over
Uh,
6'5".
yeah, I know.
They got Giles, they got Shamar, and they got Cooper. It's one of the bigger Oak Ridge teams I've seen in
They're
the last
good.
10 years.
Yeah.
They usually, in the last 10 years or so, they've usually been 4 out, 1 in. You know what I mean? Four true guards with a big man. And they're playing, they're playing the Giles kid at the 2 and the 3.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Well, because he can play. Like he's
yeah, no, they've got a nice roster.
The
I
only-
think Oak Ridge is gonna make a run.
The only thing about Oak Ridge is their guard play is down this year. They had good guard play last year. They're starting like some
They got
sophomore
Ray.
guards. Ray,
they
that's
have
it.
Ray.
But they're
That's it.
starting like some sophomore or freshman guards.
really.
The Ethan James kid,
Boys, I
He's
got
been
about
playing
1 minute.
minutes.
I've got
Is he
kids
playing?
coming my way.
he's been playing minutes. Well, we can wrap it up. I think that's it.
Yeah.
You go back next week.
Yeah,
Me and
I
him are probably
enjoyed it,
taking the
gentlemen. We'll see where we stand next week. We are, truly, people disagree on this, but I don't even think basketball season really starts till about Christmas time. So we're getting really close to like basketball, like really seeing what people are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, there's a lot of teams in East Tennessee that quit playing football in the last couple of weeks that are going to be good, and you really find out who's good in high school basketball in January.
Yeah,
And we'll know a lot more in the next 3 or 4 weeks.
this is really the first week with everybody is playing basketball now.
That's
There's
right.
no football anywhere.
And everybody has a couple of practices. I mean, there's teams that have played 3 and 4 games that have probably had more games than practices.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you got your football guys back 2 weeks ago, you played Monday. That's right, Monday,
Yeah.
Tuesday, Friday. You've played 3 games and probably had 1 practice.
We've probably had more games and practices.
Yeah.
I'd
I
say
mean, it's
we're,
very common
I'd
this
say we're
time of year.
even or something like that. Yeah, we haven't had a lot of practice.
Yeah,
we have
so,
shoot around stuff.
and because the reason that I think it really starts in January is you get Christmas break and you really get to get in the gym with your guys and you get to have like 4, 5 days in a row of like practice.
Yeah.
Not like, oh, we're game planning. Like we're practicing and trying to get good at what we do and we're not worried about anybody else but us. So in January, you start to see what people have.
Yeah, I think Christmas break. I think if everything goes well, we go 7-1 in this.
I got to bounce, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Thank y'all.
So.
All right. Hey, you're in the middle. Sign us
Yeah,
up.
you got to sign us out.
Not
no,
you.
come on,
That's
you're in the
I'm
middle.
not signing off.
You
Why?
gotta sign it. You're in the middle.
It doesn't matter.
You're in the
Sit
middle.
in the middle and sign us off. Let's go.
Let's all
No.
sit in the middle for the sign off.
Let's do it.
No, it's
Yeah,
dumb.
I'm sitting in the middle.
There's
Let's go.
3
Come on,
people.
Sign off.
I know. It's 3 people to a seat. I ain't doing that.
You can sign off.
Go ahead, sign us off, Ethan.
I don't want to put on his head.
No, just go
Yeah,
ahead.
just sign off.
We're out of here. Peace.